All right, and welcome. So in this video, I want to demonstrate how to do some linear regression. So I'm going to freshly reset my calculator. So I'll do second function memory, 712, and that will reset the calculator and start it from scratch. Now, because I'm looking to do regression, and in fact, because I'm in an IB course and I know I might want to do regression, I need to make sure that I turn my diagnostics on. That way I can get my R value, or my Pearson correlation coefficient. So I'll press mode, and I'm going to scroll up from the bottom, and I'm going to turn diagnostics on. So you'll see stat diagnostics and make sure that on is selected. Now I'll go back to the main screen, and I have to, if I'm doing regression, I need a set of data to regress. So I'm going to go to stat, and I'm going to edit a list, and I don't have any data, so I'm going to make some data up. So I'll do 1, maybe I have a point at 110, maybe I have another point at 3, and 37, and maybe I have another point at 5, and I don't know, let's go 54. Now, I'm going to do linear regression with 3 points. You would never do linear regression with 3 points. I'm just doing it to shorten up the length of this video. So you would type in all of your x coordinates in L1 and your y coordinates in L2, or whichever lists you want, just as long as you remember which one's your x values and which ones are your y values. Now we'll go to second function, turn off second function. We'll go to stat, over to calc, and we'll go down to linreg. So linreg ax plus b is a linear regression of, in the form, basically our y equals mx plus b. And it nicely brings my values over for me. You'll notice I don't have a frequency for this set of data, so there's no frequency list. Now this word, store reg equation, well, that means, do you want to store the equation of the linear regression that comes up? I can't see why you wouldn't. So I need to store it in a variable. There's a couple of ways to get there. I can use vars, yvars, function, enter, and that will store it in y1. But that seems like a lot of keys to press. So instead, I'm going to do alpha trace, and that will just allow me to pick either y1, y2. Really doesn't matter which one. I'm going to choose y4, and I'll go ahead and calculate it. So it's going to calculate the slope and the y-intercept of the line of best fit by regression, and it's going to store it in y equals 4, and it's going to give me all of the measures of that line right now. So it gives me the measures of my line. It says that my slope is 11, my y-intercept is 2/3, my r value, not my r squared value, but my r value is 0.991. And that's because this is very close to a positive linear relation. Remember, if this value is over 0.9, it's a strong relation. If it's under 0.9, it's a weaker relation. If it's under negative 0.9, it's a strong negative relation. It goes between 1 and negative 1. So this is my equation of my line, 11x plus 2/3. The r squared value is insignificant for us right now, so just don't worry about that at all. But let's see what this line looks like on a graph. I'm going to graph it, and I'll see my line show up. Of course, I won't really see it that well because I don't have any perspective of the data. It would probably be better if I had a scatter plot of all the data and this line of best fit going through there. So I'm going to turn on my stat plots. I'll go second function stat plot, and I'm going to turn on plot 1, 2, or 3. It doesn't matter which. Notice they're all off when we reset our calculator. So I'll choose stat plot 1, and I'll turn it on. It's already of the scatter type, and I'm going to plot my x list is L1, my y list is L2, and all of that seems to check out. So I'll click zoom and stat, and you'll now see my 3 points and my wonderful linear regression line going right through. Now, suppose I wanted to find a value. Let's say I wanted to know what my linear regression line says I would have if x was equal to 2, because I have data for 1 and 3. What if I said, what's the value at 2? Well, I can do that by going to trace and tracing to the value of 2. Now, I have to be careful when I click trace. The function that I'm tracing is at the top of my calculator. Right now, I'm tracing a stat plot. But if I press the up button, it'll toggle to the line of regression. If I press the up button again, it'll toggle back and forth. I could press the down button, basically up and down toggle. I'm going to toggle to my regression line, and I'm on trace, and I could scroll to 2, but it might take me a while and I might have a hard time getting there, or I can just type the number 2 and hit enter, and it jumps there immediately. So if I do that, I get to a y value of 22.666. Now, I can also do that for 3 as well, and I get to a y value of 33.666, and I can do that for any value of x that I know. Of course, this brings up the question, what if I know a value of y and I want the value of x? Well, I could scroll up and down the line until I get to my value of y, but if my value of y was 28 and I don't quite get there, I get close but not quite there, I can't quite tell to 3 decimal places what my value of x is. So if I wanted to know, hey, what are the coordinates that have y at exactly 28, there's no trace back and forth button. So I'll go to my y equals, and I'll create a function y equals 28. I'll go back to my graph, and it will draw a vertical or horizontal line across. The intersection point is where I'm going to have a y coordinate of exactly 28, and I'll be able to determine my x coordinate. So to find my intersection point, I'll hit second function, trace, to bring up my calc. I'm going to intersect 5, and now I have to choose my 2 curves. So the first curve right now is at y equals 28. That's one I want to intersect. The second curve right now is at this. Just be careful you don't have your data set, because you could have your data set being your second curve. And it's going to ask me for a guess. Now, I could scroll over, or I could type in a guess at where that intersection point is, or I could just hit enter. If I hit enter and there's only one intersection point, it'll bring me right there. And so at y equals 28, my x value is 2.4848485, and it's probably just 0.48 repeating the entire way along. So that is how I perform a linear regression and use a linear regression on my calculator.